I'd like to say thank you very much for the wonderful concert. I really enjoyed the show. And welcome to Europe. I can't really specify Germany because African Life isn't only Germany, it's Africa in a
True.
whole, and it
Yes, I.
represents the Caribbean as well. And
The earth.
the earth, yes, of
Yes,
course.
I.
And well, we're from African Life, and wow, I'm really honored. And thank you for affording us this opportunity to actually have an interview with you. My first
Absolutely.
question to you is John 9. The name, I'm so, I'm so really, I really like to know what
Well,
inspired the
my
name
name
John.
my name is actually Janine, so it's spelled
Okay, yes,
Janine.
okay,
And when I was growing up, my uncle, he saw the nine in it, so he
yeah,
would just call me Janine. And then when I was growing up, I always recognized that because my sister's name is Kimia, and Kimia is an African name. Swahili, it means peace, and that would just always be in my face. My sister have an African name, and I have this French Janine. So I just kind of held on to the Janine
yeah,
and found significance in Ja and even in the number 9, and just thought that wow, this is so multi-dimensional. It represents me in so many different ways because 9 is also the feminine number. It's the highest number. Even the significance of how 9 influences other numbers. And I mean, we don't even have to go into the significance of Ja.
yeah.
That goes without saying. So Ja 9 became very significant to I through the years. So when the choice came, what are you going to call yourself when you're doing this music? It was natural. It was natural because it is my name.
Yeah, and particularly in this male-dominated music genre,
Yeah, yeah.
what does it feel like to actually be one of the few females who's actually pushing and doing
Wow.
so much in
You
terms of
know,
reggae? That
you
is,
know, it
it's
feels.
amazing
Give
to
thanks.
me.
Give thanks. Right now, I would have just say it's just the most high that pushing. I'm not even pushing, it's really Jah that pushing. And I just try and stay humble. And I just trying to just continue to do the work. And I love music. And I was in corporate Jamaica. I was doing the corporate thing for a long time. I went to university and studied and came out. And my parents would have loved to see me sit in an office for
Yeah,
a while. And they didn't understand that that was not what I was going to do.
yeah.
And so I did that corporate thing for a little bit, just so that they understood that, see, I can do it. I can do it well.
That was not the
Right. But
connection.
I retired when I was 25. I retired and just said, it's music now. And because I did so well when I was there, they kind of built a trust in me and they always did give me the space to just be myself, and I think that's what made the difference. And so when I come out and this music I'm doing, Jah has always provided me with the right people, the right musicians, the right influences, to just make sure that I don't have to struggle and I don't have to compromise my integrity. I never have to lie down with nobody. I always could have just my work and my word sound and my ability would have been enough to carry me through. And then because it is always consciousness, then that made it even easier for me because I didn't have to compromise the way I lived with the words I was saying.
Yeah.
And so it just reinforced itself. And so it really has been an ease. It has been an ease. And really and truly, I every day just give thanks because I can't believe I get to live this life and I feel really, really good. There are a lot of things that are coming in the future. They're on the way. And it's just for me to be patient and realize that every part of the journey is important. But I will not subscribe to the idea that I am limited because I am a woman at all. And I think it is because I don't subscribe to that
Yeah.
why I have been able to move through the
Yeah,
scene.
big up to women power
Yes,
in
I
terms
big
of
up to
that.
Rastafari.
What is your feel and take about repatriation at this point in
Repatriation.
your life?
Boy, I can only speak on that personally. And I have
Yeah.
all intention to go home. Like everything we're doing
Yeah.
now, even building the community models and the models for how we're going to teach the youth and schools and so on. A lot of the projects I'm involved in are toward community development and that kind of thing. And it's because we're trying to make sure we know what we're doing so that when we go home, we are not going there blind. We're actually carrying something to the people, or carrying something for ourselves as well. Because Africa awaits its creators and it's I and I. So we are just there building because that is the intention to go home. Definitely. I could have never give up my my continent for an island. You see me? Yeah. Yeah, to
Yeah,
say.
true.
Straight. Africa, home. Yeah.
And what would you feel, what do you feel was your breaking point, or the point where your music career actually took a turn? At what point was that for you? What was your breakthrough per se?
Wow. What was it? You know, I think when I started to when I the first thing that really changed everything for me was when I started to do some work with Siret Small, and he gave me the opportunity to kind of to sing for people, to go out and just he's one of the best guitarists we have in Jamaica, and he gave me an opportunity to just go out and just sing and just get people knowing who Janine was. And we would do all of the live music events in Kingston, and just that helped to build a confidence, because it's not lack of confidence so much as you just don't know how people receive what you have to say. And so doing that work really was the first step in really finding my voice and expressing it and sharing the word sound. And in doing that now, that kind of opened the door. After that, I met Sheldon Bernard, who is musical director for Beres Hammond. He plays flute and keyboard for Beres Hammond. And it's that which caused him to start to pay attention. And in paying attention, he passed my sounds on to Beres, and Beres started to pay attention, and he just made spaces available without any paperwork or nothing. He just said, do the music. And in doing that now, and one's like, and Rory Stone Love, like meeting Rory was another turning point, because he was a producer, but unlike the situation I was in, because that was while I was still working on a record with Beres Hammond, but the ease in that relationship, because Rory is a foundation musician playing music from back in the day when real music was, so he immediately could provide me with the sound I was looking for. And even though he is the Rory Stone Love, he gave me so much space to still be myself. And he was so willing to learn and to change his whole life, and to just, because I think I met him at the right time. When you meet somebody at the right time, and if you didn't meet them before, it would have been a different experience. But it's just kind of that. It's just the Most High guiding us, so that everybody that we meet is the right time we meet them, and it's the right things happen. And so just having the perspective that nobody can hold me down is really just when it is the right time that things will move. And sometimes you think, I should have bust long time. But you never realized I wasn't where I needed to be. So that when the maturity that I have garnered over the years, and the connections and the network that I have been able to build, has really prepared me, so that right now is the best time for me to be doing what I am doing. Yeah.
And in terms of your music, what is your inspiration behind the message that you actually send?
Life is the inspiration, His Imperial Majesty is a great inspiration to I. And ever since my relationship has deepened and certain revelations have come to me through my own reflection and meditation, it is so hard for me to write anything where I don't involve the king. But at the essence of it is just life. And just the journey of life as a black woman, and the journey of life as a young person, and as somebody who grew up in Christianity, like all of the different aspects of life that brought me here, and the day to day, and just love and the relationships that we have with the brethrens, and that turmoil, what it can be, and then just the grace and integrity that you find in some men. Like my father was such a great example to me. And so even though we could write songs about heartbreak, we write songs that lift up the brothers, and we write songs that make them feel good about themselves, because it's that we want to endorse. And whatever you concentrate on is going to be what you create. So we're just trying to create some beautiful things.
And when do you plan on visiting Africa?
Oh, Jah. By the will and grace of the Most High, I will be in Africa in September.
That would be great.
I'm trying really hard to not run away, because I always say, boy, when I reach Africa, they might don't find me, I might don't come back. But I will. That's right. Yeah.
You make a turn that
yes.
way.
Yes.
That'd be very, very, very interesting. I think we'd be looking forward to actually seeing you
Yes,
in Africa.
I would
Word
have
will
loved to
spread
tour.
like a
I would
wildfire.
have loved to go Africa and can't come home because they just want me everywhere. I would say, oh, oh yes, man, Africa is just there's some more go. Me love Europe. You know, European people give us a lot of strength in Jamaica because at a time when not even our own people appreciate it. They love reggae music so much that they will invest in it. And a lot of times some of them take advantage of it, yes, but a lot of time they give us a space where even when nothing now go on a yard, you know, say the ones over there feeling it and loving it, you know? And so we give thanks for that. But Africa, yeah, they say they still
And what are
Africa
your,
there.
oh,
Sorry.
what are your up and coming projects in terms of music and in terms of development in Jamaica itself?
Well, as I say, we're working on projects toward education. We're working on projects toward community development. We're working on projects toward permaculture, farming, and it says nation building we're doing, which is complementary to the music that we're making, because it's that going to give us the inspiration. So, all of those things, in addition to more work with Rory Stone Love, because Rory Stone Love have it. Rory Stone Love understand the science that we're working with. So there's more work to come with that. More work to come with the elders, with Uncle Chino Smith, and you know, and that foundation sound. There's more work to come from even I and my own productions, and there is more work to come. Even this new name album that was just released, check it out on iTunes. We're going to be doing some more work with it, and we're going to be putting some dubs together because dub is my foundation. So we could have never put out an album and don't do a dub version. So the dub and the vinyl is coming. Yes,
So we're
hopefully
looking
for the end
forward.
of the year.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
looking forward to your new
Good.
album.
Good.
And what is your message out to the youth, particularly in Africa? And what do you think? What word of advice would you give to young people in Africa?
Young people of Africa, know yourself, love yourself. You are beautiful. You are the legacy. It is your world. Anything you want to be, read, inform yourself, learn about your heritage, learn about your king. Find out what His Imperial Majesty say about nation building. Find out what it means to grow what you eat and to support your family and to love your women and to love your children and build your community and learn about yourself. Find yourself. Go within yourself and read. Read, read, reading is the cornerstone. Yeah, but most of all, yeah man, love Haile Selassie.
My last question is, what would your message to the massive around the world be at this point in time with what we'd say is Babylon happening around the world?
Yeah, hard times ahead, you know, that's what they're saying. Everything is crumbling down. But guess what? You have to choose your destiny because no matter what is going on in the world, you know, this right here is really what is going on. So you see, if you are living the way you need to live and really working on finding yourself, then it doesn't matter what is going on in the world around you. It doesn't even matter what is happening in the seat beside you. You can find peace in yourself. So the journey is toward peace. The journey is toward peace.
Like
Yeah.
we say back home in Africa, everything starts at home. And
That's
home
right.
is,
Right here in the temple.
yeah.
Yes,
true
I.
that.
Yes, I.
I'd like to say thank you very much once again
Thank
for
you.
affording us this opportunity, and all the best on your future tours. And I think we'd really like to see you again in future.
You will.
And
Hopefully at home in Africa.
yes, and hopefully at home in Africa, of course.
Yes.
And all the best once again. And thank you.
Rastafari.
Thank
Yes,
you
I.
very much.